What's up, guys? It's Mac here, and today I just want to do a quick update, 5 to 10 minutes on Everscale. Now, I know there's a lot going on, and especially in the Everscale blockchain, there's just been crazy news coming out. Really sucks that we're in such a bear market overall for Bitcoin, but Everscale has managed to retain its price pretty well since February. It's only gone down about 20% compared to most other altcoins that have gone down, 50 to 70%. So it's actually holding its own very well. Very excited. There's a lot of really cool listings going on, and there's also some products that are kind of going on under the radar. And so during this 5 to 10 minute video today, and I'm planning to do this every week, I'm going to show you guys sort of the biggest updates and maybe some of the undercover updates that you wouldn't normally see if you're just paying attention to Twitter or just the mainstream Everscale news. So first of all, let's go ahead and jump onto the EverKit, and this is, of course, the #1 place to get all the latest information on Everscale. Some really bullish news for me was the Ever listing on Kucoin, as well as the Ever listing on Huobi. Now, if you don't know, both of these exchanges are Tier 1 exchanges, and that means that the next Tier 1 exchange that will probably list Everscale is Binance, and that will definitely bring some sort of pump. Now, Everscale is listed on a bunch of small exchanges, so because of that, it might be a little bit more difficult to get a huge pump from Binance, but you just need to pay attention, and hopefully they'll launch there soon. This is no guarantees, of course. I'm not a financial advisor. Some other really bullish news you can see on here for me is EverKit is now available in Japanese and Korean. And being located in Japan, I actually know the Everscale sort of, I wouldn't say Everscale, EverKit Japan, but they have a couple people here in Japan who are actually working on translating all of the websites and all of the Everscale news so that the Japanese people can also enjoy the Everscale network. So that's very bullish for me personally, especially being located here in Tokyo. All right, let's go ahead and jump right into the next piece of news. That is the Gosh news, and Gosh is basically going to be a Git open source handler. It is meant to make it easy for people to have a more decentralized GitHub. Right now, GitHub is, I think it's owned by Microsoft, and it's a very centralized entity. If Microsoft decides to revoke access to it, they can do it at any time. So in essence, a lot of developers who are developing on blockchain will definitely want to use some sort of open source, decentralized blockchain that can store their GitHub repositories. And this is what Gosh is aiming to fix. Now, Gosh is going to be separate from Everscale in that it's going to basically be a clone of the Everscale machine, and then it'll be closely integrated with Everscale. So you're pretty much going to have to go through the Everscale blockchain for everything. It'll also make it really easy for people to lock up their Evers to get the Gosh token to go ahead and develop on Everscale and on Gosh. So it's kind of a double whammy. I don't believe it's going to be a direct competitor with Everscale, but there was a bit of worry about that. However, they are developing it in a way so that it doesn't directly compete with Everscale as a blockchain. It's more like a tool built on top of Everscale. Let's go ahead and read about this real quick. Docker is a technology company that develops productivity tools to automate the deployment of code inside software containers. These containers are a standardized software unit that allows developers to isolate an application from its environment and eliminate "it works on my machine" issue. I use this a lot when I'm developing my Tezos nodes, when I'm deploying Tezos nodes, when I'm deploying reverse proxies, and I'm deploying multiple applications that need constant updates and that don't necessarily work on a ARM processor or don't necessarily work on a Intel processor. So it's very useful for developers to be able to have access to these kind of tools and automation. It really makes their workflow much faster. At DockerCon, which took place on May 9th and 10th, the company announced the beta release of Docker extensions. This includes the one-click plugin from JFrog, Red Hat, VMware, blah. I'm not going to go into all this right now. You can read it. I'll leave a link in the description. Gosh is based on Everscale technology. It's a scalable solution that reduces the risk and resources spent on protecting code and moving open source up the value chain. So instead of saving code on platforms like GitHub that are owned by large corporations, blockchain developers have their option to work with a decentralized solution. And I think this is very key to blockchain technology. If you want to be a developer on blockchain technology, learning to use a decentralized GitHub will definitely be right up your alley. I think it's going to be the #1 solution for most developers, especially because the team itself is very strong. The Everscale network in turn will definitely benefit from Gosh's collaboration with Docker, as it will drive the interest of large IT companies and bring other IT partners to the network. I mean, it's going to be really good for Everscale. I'm really excited to see this implemented. I'm going to use it myself personally, because I upload some things to GitHub, and I would rather use this decentralized solution. So right now, if you want to get involved in the Gosh protocol and you want to jump in, you can go ahead and check out their Telegram group. Also, you can also stake your Ever right now. So instead of staking the Ever forever, you can stake it for Gosh, and it actually has quite high APR. So you can just actually hit stake Ever here, and then you could stake it for up to 60 months for 24% APR. And this is kind of equal to the Everscale boosted staking option. Okay, let's go ahead and jump on to Octus Bridge. Octus Bridge had a really cool update. Their interoperability, their merge functionality mirrors universal meta-chain architecture. Now, what this means for you guys is that it's going to be very, very easy to go from basically Ethereum to Binance chain and go all around, like do all these different chain swappings from AVAX to Binance, from Binance to all the different chains they actually have listed on Everscale, and Cardano as well. Cardano is coming soon to Octus Bridge. So all these different blockchains, you'll be able to go from blockchain to blockchain and not even have to go to Everscale. The fees will be paid in Ever, but because Everscale is very, very low fees, it's going to be really cheap to go ahead and go from blockchain to blockchain, and there'll be liquidity that is slowly been building up over time. There'll be enough liquidity on both sides so that you can do it really easily and really cheaply, go from blockchain to blockchain. So that's very exciting for me. Another piece of news is Everstart. So the IDO for Everstart is going on right now. They're about halfway through their allocation. They basically have a deflationary tokenomics, which is really cool. It just sucks that they launched this during the bear market. I'm very excited for Everstart. I've used it a couple times. It's been a flawless experience. Congratulations to the Everstart team. Really great job, guys. Basically, you have burning mechanics. So when you stake you want to get the guaranteed allocation for the token that's being launched. If you want a guaranteed allocation, you can stake it looks like you can stake your start tokens, but then 1% of those, 1% of the Evers, the fees or whatever that get the commission from the company that is doing the what do you call it, the sale, 1% of that is actually going to buy back and burn start tokens. So you stake your start tokens to get the guaranteed allocation, and then they will burn the start tokens. So over time, start will be deflationary. And this platform is just beautiful. I love their UI, and it's very easy to use and understand. Everything you want to click on is in the place where you think it would be. So very good job there, guys. Some honorable mentions I want to talk about is Snipa. Snipa is basically a profile viewer for your wallet. It'll show you all of your different value across all the different apps on Everscale. It's very, very useful for me. I use it a lot to go ahead and see how much my US dollar value is in all of my different liquidity pools on Flatcube, as well as on Everstart. It even holds your vesting shares. If you purchased an IDO on Everstart, all of that information will actually show up on this Snipa profile page. Okay, so that's very, very cool. I love this layout, very easy to understand, and it updates. You can just press the update button and it'll update the dollar value for you up here. Another token that's launching I see on Everstart was this Revoland. I do like the graphics and the gameplay look pretty fun. I'm not sure about it yet. I'm gonna look more into it and get back to you guys later about this. Just keep your eye open. There is a Revoland sale going on Everstart here soon. So there is also beta testing as well. So if you want to get involved and maybe get some free tokens for Revoland, I would recommend contacting the team, jumping in their Discord or their Telegram group and asking to join the beta testers group, because a lot of times these projects, they give out some sort of reward to the beta testers. So it's a great way to jump in if you don't have a lot of money, but you have a lot of time and you want to get involved in blockchain. Be sure to hit them up. So that's pretty much it for my short, I think 10-minute video. I'm going to try and wrap it up now. I hope that helped you guys out. If you guys have any other projects on Everscale that you would like to see in next week's video, please be sure to hit me up in Telegram or hit me up in the comments below. Much appreciated, guys. A lot of love from Tokyo, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Peace out, everybody.